You are no doubt familiar with online dating sites. There's a great proliferation of these sites. Everybody's going to them. You want to meet people. You want to find your soulmate. Question is, does it work? Well, a recent study tells us about how many couples say that they got together and are a couple because they first met online. Personally, I was very surprised. 1 in 5 couples said they originally met online. That's a lot of people. I'm really surprised about how many people are actually meeting online. But the real question is, does it work in terms of the long term? Can you find a long-term relationship by meeting online? And a recent study from the University of Rochester tells us that it is surprisingly ineffective. And the reasons that they cite are not too surprising. And that is that the reason that they put people together and the way they figure out which people match is based on some very insignificant, trivial stuff. Oh, you like scuba diving? Well, so do I. Oh, you like those movies? Well, so do I. So that's what puts people together. But that's not what makes a long-term relationship. What makes a long-term relationship is finding out if people can really communicate together. How do they handle stressful situations? And most importantly, what are their values in life? This, of course, folks, is something that Judaism has taught us since beginning of time. The way to put people together first and foremost is finding out if you share the same priorities in life. What's really important? What are your values? Now, the problem with that, of course, is that in order to find out if you have the same values, you first have to figure out your own values. I know that sounds a little shocking to some people, but you've got to have your own values and then figure out if people consider those things to be their priority also. That is a good predictor of a long-term relationship, not about if you like the same ice cream or not, etc. And that's how dating sites put people together. Yeah, nice way to meet people, but at the same time, if you want a long-term relationship, there is a far better way to do it, and that's by really finding out what is important to you, what is important to he or she. That's really the way to do it. So my question to you today is, what's your experience? How have you experienced online dating? Is it working? Is it not? Maybe the study is wrong. Maybe you find that you had a great experience and you're still together after a long time. Share it with us below. Tell us what your online dating experience is, because as you know, I believe that this is once again something to think about.